I just want to introduce myself to those of you who don't know who I am. My name is Julie Brown, and I have been in doTERRA for 2.5 years, and it has been one of the funnest rides of my life. Funnest, is that a word? Yes, it is. And I am so honored to be able to teach about toxin-free living tonight because it has been a passion of mine for a long time. And let me just start with a little story about myself. I have always loved to clean. People don't always love to clean, but I always have. For me, it's fun, it's rewarding. I really enjoy it. Well, so much so that when I was going to college, I actually put myself through college by cleaning people's homes. So, in essence, I was a professional cleaner, and I prided myself on knowing which chemicals would be most effective on which things in the house. And I basically had a chemical for every single project in the house, not knowing the danger of some of those chemicals and using them. I mean, it is a known fact that people who are in the cleaning industry have a shortened life because of all the chemicals that they're using. Well, I just want to ask, I just want to ask you if you've also had this experience. Have you ever been using Tilex, which is a really good one, in your shower on the tile, and you started feeling shortness of breath? You started feeling the burning in your lungs. Maybe you had to go lay down. Maybe you had to go outside and just get some fresh air. Or were you cleaning the toilet and suddenly you started coughing, or using Windex on a window and you just suddenly started coughing? Well, it's because these cleaners are filled with chemicals that are not good for you. And I think I kind of knew that just from my reaction, but I did not understand the danger, and nor did I care at the time. I just was so into clean that that's really all that mattered. And I didn't know then what I do know now is that you can use natural products from doTERRA and get an effective clean that is just as clean without the danger of chemicals. And so, did you know that it was found in the cord blood of a newborn 280 chemicals? This is just a typical newborn, because her mother was using chemicals to clean with, putting all kinds of products in their laundry, on her skin. Did you also know that your largest organ in your body is your skin, and that when you put anything on your skin like makeup or lotion or shampoo or whatever it is you're using, it is only 26 seconds before that chemical, or that is in the chemicals in that product are in your bloodstream. Is that just amazing? Also, did you know that out of 20,000 chemicals used in all the products and skincare things and cleaners that we have in the US, only 200 have been tested for human safety? So in other words, most have not. And there has been a rise in eczema, asthma, cancers, mental health problems, hormones, reproduction problems. All these things are on the rise as we are advertising more and more chemicals to put on your skin and to use in your home for cleaning. And I just want you to know that our government is reactive, not proactive. Like, remember when they discovered finally that I think it was Johnson's baby powder was causing cancer? There were lawsuits. So it was a reaction, but not a proactive prevention. And so, who is it that's responsible for what comes into your home? Well, you are. It's not my husband. He doesn't buy that stuff. It's actually me. And so we are the ones that need to be careful and to educate ourselves to protect our families against all these things. So we are going to talk tonight about toxin-free living. And I can tell you, after years of studying and experiencing the difference, that now I have a toxin-free house and I feel really good about it. And as you listen to some of the things this night, you're going to say, I should try that. And maybe you can't switch everything all at once, but find some things you can start with. Now, two major sources of toxins in your home are from your household products, basically your cleaners and your personal care products. And while some companies make products that are safe, other companies choose to use known human carcinogens or developmental toxins like coal tar and lead acetate. And they know these are risky chemicals, but because they are not monitored, they can do whatever they want, and they do. And so it becomes your responsibility to become educated to know which things are dangerous. So the European Union, interestingly, has banned 1,328 chemicals from their cosmetics that are known to and suspected to cause cancers, genetic mutation, reproductive harm, or even birth defects. And in comparison, the US, where we live, has only banned 11 chemicals compared to 1,328. So, in other words, the US is not, they are not regulating what is being put in makeups and skincare products and shampoos, conditioners, hair care, and chemicals that we use to clean our homes. They simply are not even regulating it. And from PBS NewsHour, they said roughly 2,000 new chemicals are introduced each year. And it will take the EPS decades to get through the 1,000 most dangerous chemicals that EPA itself has said need urgent review. And that's just not happening fast enough. So I always thought that if you bought it at the store, it was safe, right? You would assume that there wouldn't be something on the shelf at a reputable store that would actually cause harm. But that is actually not true. So we need to be label readers. Well, I would not have known what to look for, what chemicals were most harmful. And so I encourage you to get out your phones and take a picture, of this slide. And it will help you to look through some of the things. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this so you can see that bottom. You can't see all of what it says, that it causes ulcers and all the things, but these are the things that you should look for on your labels. Did you know that formaldehyde, which can cause, is known, it's a known carcinogen that causes leukemia and other cancers. Do you know that it's in hair strengthening products? And it's also in dryer sheets. I read once on the internet that dryer sheets are the most toxic thing in your home. Who would have guessed that, right? And 1,4-dioxane is in shampoos, body washes, lotions, and they cause probable human carcinogen, liver and kidney disease damage. I mean, these are your organs that are being damaged, and parabens are in your moisturizers, your makeups, your deodorants, hair products, and they are possible endocrine disruptors. And the endocrine disruptors are causing infertility, mental health problems, and other things that are really actually quite serious. So this is like not, oh, they might not be good for us. It's like 911, ladies, get rid of as much as you can and change what's going on in your home, because all these different things, some of the things I've mentioned are on the rise because of these things. Deodorants, who would have thought of that? Phthalates are in soap, shampoo, moisturizers, and they're linked to reproductive issues, and they increase ADHD, which is also on the rise. So triclosan is in toothpaste. Who would have thought toothpaste was unsafe? And in antibacterial soaps, and they're causing thyroid issues and higher levels of allergies. So in other words, beware, buyer beware. Did you know? Here's another one I would never have guessed. And I didn't even know that till tonight when I saw this slide. Did you know that Tylenol is the #1 cause of liver failure? Tylenol. It seems like you can pop that like candy and not have to worry, but no, it is causing liver failure. I had a dear friend who died of liver failure. So this is like shocking to me. And I wonder if she used Tylenol now. I think she did. She had chronic headaches. So did you know that there are over 200,000 hospitalizations and thousands of deaths every year from not overdoses, but normal doses of ibuprofen and aspirin. These are called NSAIDs. So, you just think, oh, ibuprofen, take it whenever you want it. It's like off the shelf, it's easy, you don't have to have a prescription, but it's actually causing deaths and hospitalizations by the hundreds of thousands. And each year, NSAID and acetaminophen use is attributed to approximately 1.4 million hospitalizations and more than 350,000 deaths worldwide. And so don't think that Tylenol, aspirin, and ibuprofen are just the go-to. I'm not saying they have no place, but I would say sparingly, if anything. And we have the oils, and often an oil can help you. Now, one of the things that we have to help with our gut health is lemon oil. Now, lemon oil, this little bottle, it's this big, and it takes 200 lemons, and they use the rind, not the fleshy, juicy part, but the rind to make this lemon oil. And it can help support your liver and your kidneys. So if you've been a soda drinker in the past and you know that that's been harmful to your kidneys, start putting a couple of drops in water each day. And that's going to help you detox. And the reason we don't use the citric acid part or the fleshy part of the lemon is that's where the citric acid is, and it can be harmful to the enamel on your teeth. Pipe in, anybody, if you have anything to say, for sure. Also, if you're going to have toxin-free living, here's some of the things that you might think about. Now, some of the things that you might not like to swap. Well, one of them is toothpaste. Toothpaste has sulfates in it, and fluoride, which I thought was good. Oh, good, this toothpaste has fluoride, right? I should buy this one. Well, it has carcinogens in it. And even though fluoride is good for the enamel of your teeth, it is not good for the other things in your body. And doTERRA actually puts in their On Guard toothpaste an ingredient that is safe that will help harden the enamel of your teeth. Also, you're getting that On Guard in your mouth, which is going to help you stay well. So, so I would say try
Yeah.
it. You
I
know,
just talked to my dentist yesterday about the toothpaste, and I just told him how much better my mouth felt and cleaner on it. And he said, he looked at the ingredients and said, that was really great. But he said, if you do get sensitivity, you can just take a fluoride toothpaste and kind of rub it on the lower areas where it needs to be absorbed, or when you get your teeth go in, have them add a little fluoride then. But I agree with not taking it all the time, especially for us older people that aren't forming our teeth, Kids are getting it in their water, and we just don't need to be dumping it in our mouth every day.
thank you, Janet. And I had a friend who said that it was actually the fluoride toothpaste that caused gum sensitivity. And when she started using On Guard, that gum
Oh,
sensitivity actually.
it's not gum sensitivity. It's sensitivity from gums dropping that leaves the lower dentin that is exposed that causes sensitivity. So a little bit of fluoride on those areas where for people that have sensitivity, it doesn't hurt, but I
Yes,
use On Guard toothpaste. It's just been so much better for my teeth and my
right.
gums,
And your
and
dentist
my
probably
gums
doesn't
agreed.
know that
Oh,
inside On Guard toothpaste is actually something that's going to strengthen the enamel the same as
yeah,
fluoride.
I showed it to him. He said that was good. So I
That's
was pleased
wonderful.
with that.
So what about deodorants? You're putting it on your skin every single day, right? Well, Amy, who isn't with us tonight, she really had a stinky sweat problem. She would be happy to tell you about it. But she didn't want to use just, the Secret or the Suave or the um, other known harmful um, deodorants and antiperspirants. She wanted to use something healthy. So she went to all kinds of natural deodorants. She tried up to 25 different kinds and couldn't find one that really worked. She still felt stinky. And then she used doTERRA's, and it actually made her stop stinking. Well, guess what? I just use a drop of oil. I use a drop of cedarwood in each armpit. You can use another oil, but to me, that works better than anything I've ever tried. And, and back to the toothpaste, you think you're buying, sometimes, you think you're buying something healthy because it's a healthy brand. But as you look down into it, you're going to find that Tom's toothpaste, which you would think was healthy, actually had carcinogens in it. So you have to be really careful and don't just trust any brand, but you can trust the doTERRA brand. They have our back. They are always working to make things safer and cleaner and better for our bodies. Now, the Salon Essential shampoo and conditioner, you can still buy it, but they've changed to a new kind that's even cleaner. But I love these brands of shampoo and conditioner. I'm stocking up because it's really clean, but they've gone even cleaner. But I used to have these skin tags on my neck. And one day I noticed they were gone. And the only thing I could attribute it to is the shampoo and the conditioner on my neck. That's the only thing that ever gets on my neck. And so in it, and when you use it, it's like you feel like you're in a salon. The smells are just, especially the conditioner, are just like delicious and really high end smelling. Totally love it. They have a couple of different skincare lines, the Virage skincare kit is actually the very cleanest one. It's not my favorite. The essential one is my favorite, but it's maybe not quite as clean. It's still clean. It's still cleaner than the ones you're going to find at the grocery store that claim to be natural, but I absolutely love them. And so look on the ingredients list and start swapping to something healthier that's going to help you with better health. And so one of the biggest deals is actually your cleaning products, and I love to clean, so I use my cleaning products, but I am telling you that the On Guard cleaner, I think it's like, I can't remember, maybe $12-13 for that bottle, but that bottle makes 7 bottles of cleaner. And so it's actually really economical. And I use it in a spray bottle. I use it all over my entire house, my counters, my toilet, my bathroom, everything. But when it comes, now there's not a picture of this, but there's a newer cleaner line called the Abode line. And it comes in a concentrate you put into this bottle and then you fill it up. Well, I am telling you, this is my go-to superpower. Like for just regular cleaning, the On Guard cleaner is so inexpensive. I just use it for practically everything. But when it comes to, oh gosh, Thanksgiving coming up and Kurt cleaning that turkey and me watching it drip across everything and the counters and the floor, and I'll have my Abode cleaner out because it is tough. It's also tough on mildew and on tile. It's like when you need something, with better strength, then definitely go to the Abode cleaner. Totally love it. So they also have an On Guard foaming hand wash. I love it. It smells like Christmas to me, and the foam, it's just so great. But you know what I like even better is I like the Abode hand wash. And I love having all these little brown bottles by my kitchen sink and my bathroom sink. The little brush that you can clean your dishes with. I absolutely love them because they just feel so high end. They look so great, but also they are more powerful when it comes to germs and heavy duty cleaning. So I have both. My lighter cleaning I do with my On Guard concentrate that I dilute, and you can just put a line, and then you just pour out that much. I just put 7 lines on my bottle, or 6 lines, so that I have 7 parts, and then I just dump it in, and I always know how much. But I can tell you, it was hard for me to get rid of my Salt City candles. I love the smell of an autumn, like fall spices or Christmas candles. I really love them. But when I realized what they were doing to our air and how unhealthy they were, I switched to a diffuser. And guess what? You can get the most delightful smells from, Douglas fir or On Guard, kind of smells like Christmas, but you can also get, holiday peace, holiday joy. They are just so wonderful and clean. And actually, they clean the air and actually help you with the germs and things in the air. They actually clean the air. And one of the dirtiest places, and I don't mean dirty as in filthy, but dirty as in unhealthy, is your laundry room. The dryer sheet, the fabric softeners, the laundry detergent, where they tell you that instead of throwing away that container from your laundry, that it's hazardous waste, What does that tell you? You should not be using it. Now, the On Guard laundry detergent is delightful. It leaves this wonderful scent, but it's also, if you use it full strength, just a tiny bit on a stain, it is the best stain remover I have ever used. So I love it for that. And so you can really make a big difference in the health of your home by one, or all at the same time, if you can, just ditching and switching. Make that swap for your health. Okay, so um, the toxic detergents, I kind of said that, but they contain sodium lauryl sulfate, 4-dioxane. And some of these things you're thinking, well, I don't know what any of those things are, but I am telling you, optical brighteners and phenols and petroleum and all the synthetic fragrances are toxic. All these things that they have in there that I used to love the smell of on our clothes are not healthy for your respiratory system or your skin. And you're putting it on your skin every day when you use it. And instead, you can have something toxin free that's made with oils, and it's a great cleaner. However, I just have to say, I use the On Guard laundry detergent. It's very economical compared to other natural laundry detergents. But this one, the On Guard laundry pods are a little bit more expensive, but I use them always with my whites because it brightens my whites and makes them look cleaner. And so I do use these in my whites. Some people use them in everything, but I kind of like that smell, that On Guard smell. But when you want a little smell, you can also get dryer balls from doTERRA, and they're very affordable. You can also get them on Amazon, but they're going to fall apart. These are sturdy wool dryer balls, and this is what you use in place of dryer sheets. But if you miss that smell, and I think I do sometimes, when the clothes are dry, not when they're wet because it doesn't work, but when they're dry, you just put a couple of drops of oil on them and then just put them back in the dryer on just air for another 10 minutes, and your clothes are going to come out smelling so delightfully yummy. And I like lemon just because it's a great scent, and lemon is just so cheap and it works so well, but it smells so good. Love it. Cannot smell it with me having it right in front of me. And so dishwasher pods. We have dishwasher pods, and they really work well. And who knew that those other kinds of pods, Cascade and all those popular brands, they are actually leaving things on your dishes that are toxic. And you know how sometimes when you go to the dishwasher and there's a little bit of water or something left in it, you just dump it out. What do you think you're leaving on that dish? Well, if you really want to have a clean, healthier home, you're going to use the dishwasher pods, and they are effective. They clean your dishes well. And as a tip from one of my friends, Jamie, she told me that she puts a Tide pod, or let's see, did she use the dishwasher pod? Oh, shoot. Was it the laundry pod or the dishwasher pod? I kind of think it was the laundry pod. She puts it in her toilet instead of toilet bowl cleaner. Those toilet bowl cleaners, I mean, some of them, if you look on their label, it actually tells you to use goggles. They are so toxic, and you're supposed to dispose of those bottles at a hazardous waste center. And so she just puts a laundry pod. Gosh, I hope it wasn't a dishwasher pod. You could try both. I can't remember now, but she puts this, and she says she doesn't have to use that
either one of them would work because they're going to be breaking down those hard, minerals that accumulate on glass or on the toilet porcelain.
she says she
But
doesn't even have to scrub. She says that they just, the minute it hits the water, it just goes in. She leaves it in, comes and does a quick brush. And as long as she does that once a week, she has no more hard water buildup. So that's amazing. But I think you're right, Janet. Okay, so the abode blend. Now, I am telling you, the On Guard cleaner, it's antimicrobial, but when it comes to abode, it is even better. And let me just tell you about that. When they were researching, they were trying all the different oils with all kinds of different bacterias like E. coli and staph and MRSA and all the things to see which oils were most helpful at being antimicrobial and antibacterial for the different kinds of bacterias. And what they found was they found the 10 most, the strongest, most effective oils. And they put those 10 oils into a cleaner called Abode. And what they did is they put 1 drop of Abode in the center of a petri dish with bacteria around it. And then it shows, it's kind of hard to see, but if you look right down to the bottom, that's after 5 days. And the Abode cleaner, you can see the ring of bacteria is actually pushed away. So when you're using the Abode cleaner, it not only cleans, but it protects that zone for a full week. So you think I'm gonna use this on my toilet seats? You bet I am. And on my door handles and anywhere where I just after chicken, turkey kinds of spills, I'm gonna pull out my Abode cleaner. But it is so effective and above and beyond other cleaners. I want you to know that Clorox and Lysol wipes, which I was married to before I knew, I really trusted them. It said 99% of the germs removed. Well, guess what? If you read the back of the bottle, it says when you keep that surface wet and keep wiping it for anywhere from 4 to 10 minutes, then it's that effective. Nobody does that. They just wipe and they're off. And guess what? You've left every bit of the bacteria is still there on your surface. So using Abode is the only way I actually know, the only cleaner that I actually know that is actually ridding that surface of that bacteria and then actually guarding against it for an entire week. It's amazing. It's amazing that oils can do that. Okay, so On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. Just showing you how to use this. Just mix 2 tablespoons with 24 ounces of water to clean surfaces. Use 1 tablespoon with detergent to help eliminate odors in laundry. So you can use the other laundry detergents, but if you feel like you need something for certain odors, your children's laundry, your husband's work clothes, something like that, you just add a tablespoon with the detergent. You can also add white vinegar into your, instead of fabric softener. It says mix 3 tablespoons per gallon of water for washing dishes. And mix 3 tablespoons with 24 ounces of water to clean bathrooms. And so it tells you right there, you could take a picture of that if you wanted. Did you take a picture of that? I hope you took a picture of all those ingredients that you need to look for in the toxic things. Now, this, you know what this is? I didn't know this was in here, but I know what it is. Top left is a drop of On Guard. And they what they did is on each Petri dish is they put bacterias. And then they cleaned the bacteria with 3 different products. The top left is Abode. The top right is a Clorox wipe. The bottom right is a Lysol wipe. And the bottom left is they didn't clean it at all. Now, if you look at it, there's not much difference between the wipes and the not cleaning it at all. It might remove some, when you're cleaning with them, it might remove some dust or some visible grime, but it is not removing the bacteria whatsoever. But as you can see, the Abode cleaner actually cleaned it and is repelling what's left to the outside of the Petri dish. Isn't that amazing? And so if you feel like you have just, like, I would do this if I were pregnant. I would do this if I felt like I had a lot of toxins in my life and needed to detox. And there's a protocol we use called Symphony of the Cells. And what you do is you apply fractionated coconut oil to the back, and then these oils, you can take a picture of this if you want, and you use 2 to 3 drops of each, and that will help your body detox from those chemicals that have been in your life. And I just feel so good now that for years I have not had these toxins in my life, and I just feel like it's amazing. I feel so good. But you know what? This is the thing. You do better. When we know better, we do better. And we didn't know. But now that we know, we can do better. Okay, so here is a sample of what you might put in your wellness box this month. If you're serious about, changing the health of your home and your family and guarding against the diseases that these harmful chemicals can cause. And, it shows you how you could put your shampoo conditioner, your On Guard cleaner concentrate, your toothpaste, some On Guard spray, the skincare line, and the Abode, I think it's Purify oil, which is also so great. And we can tell you how to use all of these. But if you ordered these, it would give you 135 PV. You can take a picture of that as a possible order for yourself. And then that's just enough, because you need 125 PV to get the free oil of the month. Well, this month, it just happens to be clove. And let me just tell you, clove is just like one of my very favorite oils, because it literally saved me 2 years ago when I had an abscess tooth over Thanksgiving weekend. I had been exposed to COVID. Nobody wanted to see me. It was Thanksgiving weekend. Nobody wanted to come in. And so for 3 days, I had excruciating pain. I mean, I was literally yelling and running around the house and just, I was just like in absolute torment and misery. And then I read, clove oil, that clove oil could help. So I started putting it. I didn't know I should use fractionated coconut oil, but I started putting it on my tooth and on the gum around my tooth, and it took the pain away, like no pain. Now, did I have to stay up all night and nurse my tooth? Yes, I did, because I had to keep reapplying it, but that was fine. Trust me, I felt like it saved my life. I just don't even know how I even would have handled those 3 days of not being able to see anybody to get help. So that's the free oil. You have to have clove. You have to have it. Don't ever not have it, because there could actually come a time in your life when you do not have the ability to get to a doctor or to the dentist. And so I suggest that. Also, when you have an order that's over 50 PV, you're going to get free product credits if it's in an LRP order. So So you're going to get anywhere from 10 to 30% back. You're already going to be getting 25% off, just like I do. But now that I've been doing that for at least 12 orders of 50 PV or above, I'm also getting 30% back in free products. So every month I just order myself, like for this order, it would be like, oh my gosh, like $50 in free products just for ordering this. That's pretty amazing. It's a great system, and it makes it so that when you ditch and switch, it's actually really very affordable. And you can trust the product. You can't trust everything that says natural on it. Well, let's see. I know that somebody won last week, but go to the Essential Oil Enthusiast group on Facebook, Essential Oil Enthusiasts, and you will be able to enter a challenge each week and get a giveaway. And a lot of times people don't enter them, so you might have a good chance of winning. And somebody won from last week.
Amanda won.
Amanda, that's right. I was trying to remember. Amanda, what's her last name?
I don't know for sure. It wasn't Amanda Erickson. It was somebody else.
But anyway, congratulations, Amanda, for winning last week. And so I just want to quickly talk about sharing the oils. You use the oils, but you know what? You can't use the oils and not think to yourself, I got to tell my mom, I got to tell my sisters. So you start sharing and teaching others. That's just how we are as women. It's very natural. And there are actually 3 ways to share. You can actually refer people to your wellness advocate who introduced you to doTERRA, and you can get free oils by doing that. Or you can help enroll friends and get extra income, and that's really nice. Or you can actually build a team and make it your job like I have. And I can tell you, after 2.5 years, I am making good money, and it's been a blessing. But not only that, I feel like I have found the best friends of my life in doTERRA. And guess what? I'm going on 5 trips next year because of doTERRA. I have to actually pay for one of them, which is leadership, but I am going to Hawaii, to Tulum, to Florida, to Pennsylvania, and to Costa Rica. And the only trip that I'm paying for is our leadership conference in Florida. All those trips with my friends, you guys, it's like living the dream, let me tell you. And so if you want to join us, let us know. And what would it take to pay for your product? Let's just say that's all you wanted. You wanted to be able to order that MetaPower. Have you guys heard about MetaPower? Holy moly, if you haven't, you better look it up right now. Ask your wellness advocate about MetaPower and get it and try it. I am telling you, it is making waves and changing lives. But, you know, like for me, I cannot live without my Lifelong Vitality Pack, which are the vitamins and supplements, or the MetaPower, which is causing me to sleep deeper. It's gotten rid of my brain fog. It's helping me lose weight. I didn't think I could lose weight. I've tried so many different things. And in my first 2 days of using it, I ate a piece of apple pie and still lost 3 pounds. Talk about amazing. But with just a few hours a week, you can pay for your product and make a few extra $100 a month. Now you can, let's see. Okay, you can, oh dear. You can supplement your income at about 10 to 15 hours a week. So that's kind of like a very small part-time job. And that's where you're going to get to gold. Now, I'm a gold in doTERRA. If you look at that, the average per, the average is almost $5,000 a month. Well, can you imagine how happy my husband is with me that I'm bringing that kind of an income home that is helping us pay off our house and save for our retirement? It's really exciting, but I do it because it's fun and because I love the beautiful experience of helping people. I have a friend who just got a knee replacement and she got some nerve damage during the surgery. Well, I gave her vetiver, and guess what? It's helping. Like, it's actually making a difference, and nothing else has. Peppermint is helping the numbness go away. I mean, this is just a small example of things that happen constantly and all the time. And, we have the best team in all of doTERRA. We have the most fun. We travel the most. And we really have a good system where we just support each other with things like this. Well, you might want to replace your income and make it your job, supplement. You might want to replace your income. And I'm talking, I would say more like 20 to 40 hours a week, more than 15 to 30 hours a week. I think that's underestimating what it would really take. But as a presidential diamond, you can make $110,000 a month, not a year. I'm talking per month. That's what I'm shooting for. But before that, I'm going to get to diamond, which is almost 17,000 per month. And so that's just enrolling 8 customers and 2 builders a month. It's not that hard. You don't even have to teach your own classes if you don't want to. You don't even have to take your sweats off if you don't want to. I'm wearing sweats right now. I always am. I don't leave my house that much. And I really like that in the winter, to tell you the truth. I'm kind of like a bear, and I'd like to hibernate for the winter. I don't like going out in the cold. Or, you know what? One of the best things you can do before you even think of something like that is just host your own class, because all you have to do is invite a few people over, and you know what? You're going to get a lot of free products. And maybe if you want, we can put those people under you if you become a wellness advocate, even if you're just going to share a little bit, and you can get commissions from that. Isn't that exciting? And so it's just really easy, and you don't have to teach anything yourself. We're here to do that for you. And so I just want to say, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I just want to say that I feel that it's so important to educate ourselves that toxins are dangerous and that we can do better because we know better, and we can trust doTERRA. And so I encourage all of you to take that seriously. Understand what's going on in the United States of America in not protecting us, and we have to be in charge of protecting ourselves. And I'm just so grateful to doTERRA that I have everything I need, absolutely everything I need except for makeup. That's the only thing I put, and I really only put on lips and eyeliner. That's all I use. And you guys, I suggest you go and look at MetaPower. And because if you talk about better skin and not needing to put as much on your face, you're going to love it. Anyway, I'm just going to stay on for a few minutes I'll stop the recording, and we will stay on for questions. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And we'll see you next Thursday for another continuing education class where you can learn how to use the oils better that you already have, and you can be introduced to new ones.